Hello. If this is your first time seeing me live, my name is Akira. I am a creative strategist, a brand photographer, and a cancer survivor. I'm a survivor of a rare childhood eye cancer called retinoblastoma. Um, and it's a blessing that I am alive today because 9 out of 10 children do not survive this cancer. And as a result, I have the photographer's eye. So basically, I am um, blind in one eye. So if you think of, the older cameras where you did not, before you had a cell phone, you would be looking through a lens. So yeah, I have a photographer's eye. And so just ironic that I was saved by a photograph. My cancer was detected by a photograph. I was saved by the photograph. And 10 plus years later, I became a photographer. So I wanted to come in today, and it is a Monday, Monday, July 5th. And it's the start of a new month, the start of a new quarter, and the start of a new season as well. I wanted to come in and to kind of talk about mental health Mondays. So I am also a podcaster. I have a podcast by the same name of See Life Different, which is actually the name of my book. My mom and I wrote a book about being a childhood eye cancer survivors, both of us. I mean, even though I'm the one with the cancer, the moms, they're the ones who go through everything. They see everything before the child does. So my mom and I wrote a book called Seeing Life Through a Different Lens, a survivor's memoir on overcoming adversity with resilience. And in this book, it's literally like a how to be more positive guide. And so I feel like the good thing about being confident about sharing your story is that you can think about the tough times that you've been through and how you can help others to overcome. I think by now, with being that brand strategist and creative strategist, I empower women to confidently tell their stories, whether it is through my photographs as a brand photographer, whether it is through my brand strategy marketing. I have 10 years of experience of working with other women entrepreneurs, small business owners, and it's my goal to help 200 women to confidently tell their story, whether it will be through podcasting or me capturing the essence of their personality and then helping them to use that work, the photography, or narrowing down their story for their ideal audience to confidently tell their story and grow their social media and grow their small businesses. So mental health Mondays. Now, I think we're gonna go down memory lane a little bit. So there's a few things that 2021 has taught me, but I feel like they also will piggyback on what 2020 has taught me. Um, so pardon me if I'm looking in two different places because I am also streaming on a different device. So um, hold on just a second. Okay, just having too much fun over here. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Okay, so all right. One of the first things that I learned, there's about 3 to 4 things that I've learned in the first 6 months of 2021 that I think could also stay with all of us through the rest of 2021. And feel free to leave a comment, share, save this video if there's anything that you have an aha moment from. All right. So the first one is knowing your worth. Knowing your worth. Now, sometimes a lot of us, especially nowadays, have uh, surfaces of anxiety, depression, imposter syndrome, comparison syndrome, you name it, right? This time of year has definitely allowed us to really dig deeper into uh, who we are as people, who we are as women, who we are as entrepreneurs, moms, spouses, the whole bit. But knowing your worth would literally remove all the headache that you would ever get from whether it's your work that you do as an entrepreneur or that you do while still working corporate or 9 to 5. So here's an example, knowing your worth. So I've been a photographer for 10 years. And the thing about being an entrepreneur is that you literally pick your prices. You can look up Google, you can look up your competitor, you can look up the ones that you are inspired by who are doing exactly what it is that you want to do, but only you know what your price is. Only you know what your worth is, what your value is, right? So if you charge a certain price for whatever service or product you are talking about, um, only you know whether that's good for you, whether that's not good for you financially, right? Because you only know your cost of doing business. You only know your cost of how much it costs to keep yourself alive, keep yourself happy, right? So know your worth and charge tax, right? I think that's the quote that's been surfacing on social media of once you know your worth, charge tax and don't back down. Don't back down, don't no hesitation, none of that. Because 9 out of 10 times it will bite you in the end. Even if you were just trying to be nice, of okay, well I'm just gonna, say yes to this task because she's my sister. I'm just gonna say yes to this task because she's my friend. I'm just gonna say yes to this task because it's a friend of a friend and I'm just doing a favor. I'm a nice person, All of that will eventually bite you in the background in the end. So make sure you know your worth and add tax. So this is for both if you are an entrepreneur or you are a parent or sibling or you're still working your 9 to 5. Know your worth and add tax. Next thing that I've learned over the past 6 months that has helped me with my mental health is saying no. Just say no. um, I'm sure you're probably like, I don't know about all that now. But trust me, I know that how hard it is to say no because I feel like I grew up as a people pleaser, a person who just wants everyone to be happy. I don't want any conflict. I don't want any arguments. I don't want any fights. I want everyone to be happy. So it's really hard for me to say no. Um, but if you think about every time that you've said no, how often do you end up saying yes to yourself? Right? So if you say yes to something you know you want to say no to, what's that song by Justin Bieber? What do you mean when you want to say no? When you nod your head yes, when you want to say no, what do you mean? Right? So it's the same concept of just say no when you know you want to say no, right? And however this applies to you, let me give another example. Saying no. Um, I think the biggest thing is kind of piggybacking off of knowing your worth and adding tax, and also saying no to anything that does not meet that for you. Um, if you know that you don't like cooking, say no. Order out, do whatever you need to do, say no. If you know that you don't have time to help someone, um, let's say help someone get ahead, get to where they need to go, say no. I mean, a lot of us, especially women, we love to just help others. And 9 out of 10 times when you help others, again, if you feel in your gut that it's not going to be reciprocal, say no. You know, there's really no point in stressing yourself out over someone else's actions that you can't control. Right? Um, Number 3, ask for help. And then this is another tough one, especially for us women. This is tough because we were raised to be strong, independent women. We were raised to um, keep that wall up, that masculine energy up. And when it comes to figuring stuff out, we will figure it out. We will make a way. We will do what needs to be done because that's how we were raised. But asking for help when you know what it is that you want help with goes a very long way. Another example. So let's see. I have been in a personal development course since June, but once you enroll in that course, the moment you enroll in that course, the opportunities start flowing, the manifestation start flowing, the lessons and affirmation, everything just starts flowing the moment you enroll in that course. So technically, I was gifted the opportunity to enroll in the course back in January or February. And really, ever since that first, introduction, it was just things have been rolling and flowing, and I've been learning more about boundaries, boundary setting, knowing when to say no, knowing your worth, everything that I'm basically sharing with you right now. Um, so, working on personal development is a never-ending thing, and but you can't do it alone either, right? Because you have to know how to ask for help. You have to know what it is that you need help with. Because 9 out of 10 times, um, what's that scene from the Notebook, right? Where, what do you want? What do you want? If you don't know what you want, how can someone else actually help you and give you what you want? If you don't know how the tool to ask for exactly what it is that you want help with, if you don't know the tool to say what it is that you need to grow your brand, grow your business, start that side hustle, leave your job, move to another country, whatever it is that you want to do, how can you receive the help that you know you need? And I'll be honest, doing it alone is heavy, 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 heavy is the head. All right. I moved to Dallas, Texas, and it was a vision that, I had help to get there. I had help when I was there struggling, but it was not easy to ask for help. But the moment I did ask for help, it was always just feels like, a weight was completely lifted off of my shoulder. You know, it was never easy, and anything good never comes easy. But anything good, like honestly, again, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years, but I also understand those who are coming from a corporate background that your goal is your goal, but if you okay, there's an African proverb actually that going together you go a lot further in life. You get further and closer to achieving your goal when you go together, when you associate yourself with the people who are in the direction that you want to go in, right? When you utilize the tools, the books, the podcasts, the interviews, the consultation, the business, the coaching, whatever it is you need to ask for help in a thing that you aren't strong in, right? And I think kind of like a bonus one that I want to share. So just to recap, know your worth, add tax, say no, and stick to it. Don't waver just because someone's gonna make you feel guilty or you feel, yeah, you've let someone make you feel guilty for saying no because your decision is your decision and what's meant to be is meant to be, and to ask for help because it will feel a lot better when you ask for help. Um, and the bonus one is to stop comparison syndrome. Comparison syndrome is the root of imposter syndrome. You have been doing what you've been doing for 10 plus years, and you know what you do because you can do it quicker than someone else, but you let the person who just started, who seemed to look like they're doing better than you, stop you from doing what it is you want to do. You let someone who has not lived or walked a mile in your shoes, who talking about the same topic that you're really knowledgeable in, stop you from what it is that you want to do. So stop the comparison syndrome because it's keeping you from being the woman that you're meant to be. It's keeping you from living the life that you create for yourself. You daydream about it. You've written about it in your journal. You've told it to someone, but you're not living it because there's a missing gap. And 9 out of 10 times, that missing gap is you're comparing yourself to someone else who literally is not even on the same path as you, who has not been through the same struggles as you, and who probably will not have the same successes as you. So, as a bonus one to wrap up the Mental Health Monday session is stop comparison syndrome. Because I'll be honest, as soon as I was literally stopping that fear of missing out or stopping uh, comparing myself or just, creating a story in my mind that I was not good enough, not smart enough, not knowledgeable enough, not rich enough. Things started just flowing because, once again, I knew my worth. Add tax. I say no to anything that does not meet that quota. And then I also ask for help. If I know I can't do it by myself, if I know I don't know everything, I ask for help. But all of that means that I'm focused, literally minding the business that pays me. I'm literally minding my own business, minding my own family, and um, able to stop comparison syndrome, because then you're so busy receiving the blessings and opportunities that were gifted for you and for you only. So yeah, girl, this is a new season. This is a new season, a new chapter. I feel like it's literally for everyone. I mean, I really, really feel it. So, the next few months are personal. I mean, you probably have seen the social media post, but it's literally feels that way. These next few months are personal. Um, we are not at the end of a pandemic yet, but we are at the end of like a solar cycle. Like, I'm very intuitive. I'm an empath, so I can just feel shifting happening. And it's kind of like the same shift that happened from March, April, May, June, July, August, September, excuse me, of 2020. And now here we are, let's say June, July, August, September, October, November, maybe December. So now is the time to start that side hustle. Now is the time to travel. Now is the time to do you, boo. All right. Don't let your um, healing process stop you, because it's literally going to be a work in progress every single day. It's going to be a complete work in progress. You're never going to stop learning. You're never going to stop growing. You're never going to stop healing. And that's the beautiful thing. Even when there are moments where you feel stagnant, where you feel still, where you're nothing but tired, even if it's not physically tired, you're mentally tired. Never stop growing or learning or improving. That's what I do. If you don't see me um, sharing something on social media, if I'm literally investing my mind, because it takes a lot of energy. I love my people, but it takes a lot of energy, especially for me as um, a woman with invisible disabilities. So even though I can only see you in one eye, I have my third eye. Even though I can hear you with my hearing aids, I still listen, with the heart. And a lot of it is tiring because I'm using, more senses. I don't have all five senses, so I'm using more of the three other senses. So, um, time to end the video because I'm coming undone. But don't let any feelings of feeling stagnant keep you from working on yourself. If you need a source of inspiration, my podcast, the See Life Different podcast, season 5 is coming soon, but will probably be out by the time you're watching the video. So be sure to look for See Life Different, or just search for my name, Zakira, um, for more episodes on mental health. There'll be more women who happily talk about mental health on every single episode. Of course, the See Life Different podcast, we talk to other women entrepreneurs who have made it. And how they made it, because I feel like you're not fully being authentic if you don't share how you got there. You're not living in integrity if you don't share how you got there. So I talk to women entrepreneurs, some well-known names that you may know, when we talk about how they've made it from either they left their job and work on their side hustle, or they're thriving in their side hustle, but they're living their purpose and they're living their legacy. So it used to be called Living Legacy, and I still will end it with asking them the question about their legacy. But in order to also match the theme of my book, Seeing Life Through a Different Lens, a survivor's memoir on overcoming adversity with resilience, I have renamed it to See Life Different. So you can also purchase the memoir. You can get an autographed copy of the book. It's a very short read because my life is a young life right now. I mean, why write a memoir when I'm almost 30? Because 9 out of 10 times I could not, statistically, scientifically, I'm not even supposed to be looking at you right now, right? Because I wasn't supposed to survive past the age of 5. So Yeah, my life, my story needs to be told, and so does yours. Any trauma that you went through, you have to grow through for a reason, and you're not you don't ask yourself why this happening to me. More like ask yourself why this happening for me, because there's a lesson in every there's a lesson in every blessing, and there's a blessing in every lesson. So be sure to also check out and purchase my book. It's available as a paperback, and if you get it directly from the link below, you can get it signed. I'll also put it in the comments. And also, it's on audiobook. It's a 3 hour audiobook, too. If you want to, instead of the podcast, you can listen to a 3 hour audiobook as a source of inspiration, right? My goal is to help 200 women to confidently tell their stories and step outside of their own comfort zone and grow with their side hustles. 2022 is definitely the year for women, especially minority women, to grow their business and uh, create their own wealth and their own rules. You got to know the rules to break the rules, but to break the rules. And I just can't wait to see what you all accomplish. So anything that you get from this video, please be sure to leave it in a comment so someone else can learn, because sharing is caring. And each one teach one. So be sure to leave a comment in this video on what your best part was, what you learned, or feel free to send me a DM. I check my messages too. And thank you for watching, and I will try to come back again soon. Be sure to follow me at Illuminous1 on social media, and I will see you soon.